with beach sands in this on the dunes. Hey legends, what's going on? So basically today I just wanted to do a bit of a video on the old Luxie because the videos that I have posted actually got heaps of interest on it. So what I'll do is I'll spin around the camera and just basically we'll give it a quick wash, but we'll go over everything that I'm going to do with the car because it's going to be a bit of a wicked build. I'm aiming for a pre-runner sort of type build because it's making a bit of sauce, and we've actually got some new shoes on it, wheels, whatever. I'll show you them, but let's get into it. Shoo! Look at that, it is looking sick as always. There's going to be massive lifts and everything coming to it, but we're going to get stuck into cleaning this thing now. But have a look at these new wheels.
Nice.
Now don't they just look sick? Now I got these as what you'll notice actually also is I've moved up the sunny coast. Beautiful, beautiful. Obviously originally from New South Wales, but we're up here in Queensland now and I'm just absolutely loving it. It is such a sick place. But these wheels here actually got back in Sydney, and I got a bit of a hookup on them. So they are, what brand are they? They are they're a PWD alloy wheel. Now they're imitation beadlocks. Obviously they aren't real beadlocks because I don't need real beadlocks, mainly just for the looks. But yeah, so they're a 17 and I put all terrains on it, but I might change it in the future to mud terrains. I don't know, because I drove the car up from Sydney, so that's why I got the all terrains on there, and I've got a good deal. So if any of you guys need wheels and tires, you can hit me up and I can get you onto this guy. I paid $1,800 for a set of 4. They're just cheaper tires, but I mean, I don't care. I'm going to burn them off anyway when I'm doing skids. But anyway, what I'll do is we'll set up the camera, we'll give her a bit of a clean, and then we will dive into the sort of plans that I got for this car. You'll see I threw some mirrors on there also, so these are new, but all the bar work's coming off, all in, like I'm going to paint all in there. I'll go over it though, but let's just give it a clean. Shoo. Alrighty, so in the future we will be doing a full paint correction on the car, cut and polishing it all back, doing a paint protection, maybe a ceramic coating or something like that on there, but I'm just going to give it a quick wash today. So I'm just using the Auto Glim foaming car wash. So just this, bucket, rinse it off, very easy clean. But yeah, we will be doing a full paint restoration on the car in the future. Anyway, let's get to it. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Alright guys, so we've got it all washed up. As you can see, it is looking killer. It is going to look a lot better once I do the paint protection and the ceramic coating and everything like that on it, but that's going to come in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'll do a little bit of a walk around on the outside of the car, just basically outlining some of the plans for the build, and then we'll hop into the engine bay and I'll show you guys the engine, which some of you've seen, but I'm planning to really push this 5VZ FE. It's a petrol V6 with a turbo kit on it. So we'll jump in there in a second, the engine bay, and show you that, but first let's just go over the outside of the car. Shoo! So as you can see, I've put some wheels on the car. It just had steel wheels on it before. As I said before, these are 17s. I do have a hookup in Sydney for these, so if any of you guys want to get a fresh set of wheels with either mud terrains or all terrains, let me know. I'll give you their number and they can look after you and yeah, get a sick set of wheels in your car. Anyway, so as I said before, I want this to be a pre-runner, so there's a lot of suspension work that's got to go into the car, which I have absolutely zero clue on how to do. I do know that the car does have a 2-inch body lift at the moment, and a suspension lift, but in the front it's just got the, what do you call them, the rods or whatever to Forget the suspension name off the top of my head now, but yeah, so as I said, suspension work has to be done. I will be spacing these wheels out a bit too, so I did get 0 offset, which I just like the idea of 0 offset because you can always bring them back in. If you buy too large of an offset, if you get defected or whatever in the future, you can't bring them back in. So I've got 0 offset, but I'm going to put maybe some spaces in there and get them out flush with the guards, which would look pretty sick. In the tray here, it's pretty clean. I did paint this with just a like a Raptor coat sort of finish, but one thing I wanted to ask you guys, I've recently moved up to the sunny coast from New South Wales, so if any of you up here that could give me a hand, I've got some actual rust behind the seal here in there, so I want to pop out the back window, but I can't really weld. I will be doing a video in the future of like a noob like myself learning to weld, but I don't know how to weld at the moment, so if someone could help me out with that, that would be awesome, and just tack that up sort of thing. I'll take out the back window, I'll prep it, get it all ready, just little spot welds, and yep, whatever, go from there. But I'll show you guys underneath the car. So I've recently put just some shocks, just standard sort of shocks in there, just because the old shocks were pretty bad, just mainly just for the drive up to Queensland. Exhaust has been fully painted, which I've done actually a video on, but I'm planning on doing a lot better videoing and dropping a lot more content on this car, because I'm sure you guys will sort of like it. But yeah, the videos in the past haven't been too sort of flash hot. Snorkel, I do like the snorkel on the car, plastic snorkel. Don't know if I'm going to get rid of it or not. Put a Stano on there, but I don't know, we'll sort of see. One thing I do know is going to happen, all this bar work's going to be taken off. Now I did, as you can see, it's all matte, looks like crap. I did take this off in the past and paint it, but my mistake, I used paint that you get from Bunnings, just spray cans. Don't do it, it's not worth it. It's just going to go to shit in about a year. So I'm going to be taking off all the bar work. I'm going to be sanding it right back and painting it with 2K proper automotive paint. We've got a spray gun and everything. I've done a bit of painting, so I'll show you guys how to do that once I do that. But anyway, let's get the engine bay opened and we'll run through some of the heart of this car. Oh, wrong one. Lol. Engine bay's up, so let's have a look. So as you can see here, this is what powers the motor. This is a petrol 5VZ FE engine. Obviously, as you can see, all the pipe work here for the intercooler, it has been custom turboed with the big Garrett on there. So plans for this car, well, this engine essentially, is I'm going to get rid of this shitty catch can. That's just a SAS one that you get from Super Cheap Auto. I'm going to get a proper sort of catch can set up. I've learned how to do fuel lines, all fuel lines and everything like that now. So I'm going to do proper AN lines for the catch can. Now coming over here, we've got the fuel pressure reg, which is a the old one. It's an FPR 800 Turbo Smart. I see now they do like a, I forget what they call, but they're different. They go on the actual size of the AN fitting. So I will be doing all braided proper fuel lines for this with AN fittings and everything like that. So that's another thing. As you can see, the exhaust manifolds down here, they're a little bit rusted and look a little bit crap. Now I want to take them off both sides, so you can see the other one on this side too. Can you see it? Maybe down there, sort of see it down there. But I want to take both them off, paint them up nicely, maybe heat wrap them and make it look a little bit nicer. And then just basically a full overhaul on this engine. I've done a bit since I've owned it, so I got these, I welded these up. Well, I didn't weld them, a friend welded them, but I mocked them all up because that just had rubber joiners all through it when I first got the car. These are a lot better. Welded a little bit of, a little barb in there, so that's for the boost gauge, the FPR, or not, what is it? The Street 400, 500, whatever, Street 40 Turbo Smart, whatever it's called, boost controller. And then I've done like sensors, so I've got an oil pressure sensor, just with a blocking off plate, which is in there. I've done this here for the water temp, and I've also put this big bad boy radiator in there. And the radiator is pretty sick because if you come in here, you can see it. in there. It's a massive radiator. This thing stays cool. I've been on it a bit and it just, temperatures are sitting right on 80 degrees. And then on the freeway it goes down to 70, so it's a great upgrade to the car, and it just runs cool, which is a massive lifesaver. But yeah, as I said, barwork's been fully redone. This car is just going to go next level build. I'm not going to waste any time on it. I'm not going to save any pennies, whatever you say. And I'm just going to build a really, really sick build for YouTube, and hopefully you guys all like it, and hopefully the car takes off. Get some cool custom plates for it and everything like that. But my plan is, yeah, just a next level build. As you can see, the engine just poking out there. It's a sick car. It is such a sick car. So that's basically it. There's going to be heaps of stuff happening on this car. Like, I can't even name the amount of things I'm going to do to it just in a video like this. So there'll be heaps of content, as you can see. As I said before, I'm in the sunny coast, so there'll be heaps of fishing stuff, everything like that. And we're going to do some proper beach scenes in this on the dunes and all that sort of stuff. So I've got a cousin that's actually coming over soon. He's got a Jimny that he's sort of done up. He's done a 4-inch lift in it, and pretty cool. Hopefully one day we turbo that on the channel. But yeah, hope you guys like the video. Hope you can like, comment and subscribe and show me some support. That'd be great. And till next time, peace, take care. Shoo.